In today's video, I'm going to show you how to write a simple automated trading script to buy whenever we have a pullback to the weekly market pulse line. We're going to deploy this order inside of VGT, and in today's video, you'll learn how to write the script that enables you to do this. Now, before we get to writing the script, let me show you why I'm looking at VGT for a long side entry. Off of our weekly time frame here, the market pulse is still green. That tells us that the trend so far is still bullish. If we come into the daily time frame, you'll notice that this is not true. The trend here is no longer bullish. That trend is now broken. However, we are pulling back into where we might expect to find some support along with some key Fibonacci levels. So on the longer time frames, I'm a happy buyer here, given that we're getting a pullback to the weekly market pulse along with an opportunity to buy into daily fib levels. Now, intraday activity, you'll notice that today the volatility was high in a lot of tech stocks. Actually, across the board, but tech stocks in particular. Here's Microsoft, fell inside of our aggressive volatility box models, and then we saw the buyers come in. Contrast this with AMD, which fell into its conservative volatility box models, and then the buyers came in. Contrast both of these with Google, and you'll find that Google was one of those stocks with less volatility compared to some of the other tech stocks. And if you want to see a place where you had more volatility than usual, Nvidia was really the place to be looking at. You can see that quite clearly with these clouds essentially being compressed and condensed. So across the board here, tech stocks, a lot of volatility, some gems inside here, but it's really the index market that I'm now looking to take advantage of with this pullback. So if I come into our weekly time frame chart, the first thing I need to do is copy and paste our market pulse indicators code. This is a free indicator. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. You'll need the code as a good, helpful starting point. I'm copying everything inside, and I'm going to come back inside of our buy side order. Start with a small quantity if this is your first time with any automated trading scripts, or actually, better yet, start in paper money, test the heck out of it, and then move on to small sizes here, and really using ThinkOrSwim as your automated entry for your starting position, almost like a better alert, and then you can come in and manually evaluate further to add more size. There's a lot of glitches that you need to iron out, and this is the easiest way I found to do it. Now the next thing we're going to do is click this settings icon, which will then pull up your order rules panel. Inside of the order rules panel, underneath conditions, I'll click symbol, which will autofill to VGT. I'll click method, select study, edit, and here I'm going to paste in our code. Now you'll start to get some errors. The first one is add label is not allowed in this context. No problem, we'll take care of those in just a second. Let's start first by writing our buy variable, the buy signal, the exact buy trigger for ThinkOrSwim. So I'll say plot buy signal is equal to whenever our closing price is less than or equal to our variable moving average line. VMA is a variable that we've created right up here. Now currently this is a plot variable, which is how you're able to see it actually plot as a line on your chart. For our automated trading script, this is not what we want to plot. The plot is going to be that one buy trigger and that's it. So I'll change this to a def and remove the code which sets the color for the VMA line. Now the next thing we need to do is we can come down here and see if we want to add any other conditions. As of right now, we're simply just deploying this order to buy whenever the price breaks below this green line. Right now it's green. This variable right here has no idea whether this line is green, gray, red, any of that. That's okay since we're deploying it right now only when it's green. However, if you wanted to add in some other conditions, you might also say and bullish, and this would mean that it will only buy as long as this line is green. I'm going to remove this for the time being and just stick with this very simple, easy one-liner. Simply buy whenever our price gets below the VMA line. Now you'll see some other errors here, which is cannot call assign value color on VMA. Let's take care of that error as well. That's this line right here, and this line is the one that sets the actual color of the line. If we don't have the line plotting, we can't set the color. Now we get one more error, add label not allowed. So let's remove that, delete that code, And now we should be free of errors, and we have just one buy signal, which is what ThinkOrSwim is going to be using. Now I'll change our time frame here to the weekly time frame, and we'll set this to true so that this trigger only happens if this particular condition is true, meaning our closing price is now less than the actual variable moving average line. I'm going to click OK, and we're going to connect our limit here to the bid price since we're looking to buy. You could also offset this if you wanted to be quote unquote a dick for a tick and maybe get, say, a better price by maybe 50 cents compared to what the bid is. You might do something like that, or you could just leave it simple and stick to the 0.00, whatever you prefer, whatever your trading style is. You could also add a cancel condition in case you wanted a specific date to cancel this order. Maybe if this doesn't trigger by, say, end of close tomorrow, Friday, you want to cancel this order, you could easily add that in here with some easy date and time filters. I'm going to leave everything else off. I'm just looking to buy into VGT, 2 shares here as that starting position whenever price crosses below that variable moving average line. You'll see what's happened every single time we've pulled back to the market pulse. And that's literally all I'm looking to take advantage of. I'll click save here. We can change our order type to GTC, click confirm and send. And now ThinkOrSwim is automatically going to monitor whenever price crosses that variable moving average line, only then will it actually enter us into this position. You don't need to keep track of what is the line's price. This value of 542.50, that might change tomorrow. You didn't connect this order to 542.50. You connected it to the line, which makes this order much more dynamic. I hope you found this video useful in learning how to create a very simple automated trading script to buy whenever you have a pullback to the market pulse line. Right now, we were able to deploy this very easily with that one line since we already know things like the market pulse is green and this is a trend we want to buy. In a future video, I'll show you how to add even that component to our automated trading script for those instances where that trend might currently be bearish and you simply want to wait for that trend to be bullish before actually participating and having ThinkOrSwim get you into it. Take care, everyone. Good luck trading and good luck practicing automated trading scripts. I'll see you in our next update.